The Chuck E. Cheese in Waldorf, Maryland opened on March 24, 1992, in the shops at Waldorf Center. The location opened with the first one stage, a prototype one stage known as the Mini Unit, specifically designed for lower density areas. The location opened with the SPT 1980s remodel program, which gave the interior white walls with brown breadboards accompanying them with decor like this throughout the store. No photos or videos exist from around the time. Sometime in the mid-90s, they received Phase 1 of the 1994 SPT remodel program, which included a new game package, upgrading the ball crawl to the sky tubes, and adding new decor throughout the store. Some of the new decor includes these character portraits and the record posters. Footage from late 1997 gives us our first look at what the store looked like. Mainly the showroom where we get to see the animatronics. They don't seem to be in the best condition, but it's not bad or anything. At least there's no mold on the stage. In 2000, Waldorf remodeled to Phase 3, getting a new game package, adding the toddler zone, getting new decor, and most importantly, removing the first ever one stage for a Studio C Alpha. Surprisingly, I can't find any photos of this location when it was a Phase 3. If you have any photos, reach out to me. I do know that they had these character portraits, because they were kept during the Phase 4 remodel. By March of 2009, the Chuck E. Cheese had received Phase 4, also known as the CEC 2000's remodel program. This remodel expanded the game room, sacrificing the showroom walls. And some walls were painted purple. They got a new game package and new decor. Here's some of the Phase 4 art they had. And here's a look at some of their games. You'll notice most of these were taken to the new location. Something interesting about the location is that it didn't appear to get the fluorescent lighting the Phase 4 remodel came with, and even kept the old Phase 3 booths in the showroom. 2011 photos give us our first look of the animatronic, who is wearing Avenger attire with the hat. The walk-around costume was also Avenger by this point. The location kept the original toddler zone even after the Phase 4 remodel. We can see in these photos they still had the original Chuck E. Cheese photo ride, Chatty Chucky, Chuck E. Cheese Flying Fish, this Teletubbies ride, and whatever this thing is. This location had a lot of outdated games. In late May of 2012, the Chuck E. Cheese in Waldorf, Maryland closed. It was very abrupt. People didn't even know it happened. I'm assuming they didn't make an announcement. Fortunately, not even a month later, a new Chuck E. Cheese would open in the shopping center right next to the shops at Waldorf Center. But before we get to that, I wanted to talk about what happened to the original location after Chuck E. Cheese closed. The location would sit abandoned for around 3 months, until Genghis Grill would begin construction. Genghis Grill was under construction for around 2 months until it opened. Judging from the few photos we have, the original Chuck E. Cheese was gutted, and there doesn't appear to be any remnants of the Chuck E. Cheese in these photos. The first years of Genghis Grill were apparently very good. It wasn't until Genghis Grill switched managers things started going downhill.
Genghis Grill.
Genghis Grill closed August 27, 2018, only around a year after they got new management. The location sat abandoned for 2 years until Rock and Toss would begin construction on the place. Rock and Toss would open on May 6, 2021. Judging from few photos we have, the location was gutted again. If you guys want, I can get my buddy Dead Pasquale to visit this location and see if there's anything from the Chuck E. Cheese days still around. I don't know when the Waldorf Chuck E. Cheese began construction. All I know is that the exterior was finished by May 16, 2012, before the original location even closed. This is also when they started hiring employees. After the original location closed, they would bring games, decor, and most importantly, the animatronic to the new location. Something interesting is that when they brought the Studio C Alpha animatronic to the new location, they removed the blue screen area and added this ticket blaster area. Have any of you seen this done anywhere else? Finally, on June 18, 2012, the second Chuck E. Cheese in Waldorf, Maryland opened in the Charles County Plaza Shopping Center. The location opened with the 2010 update to the 2003 Cool Chuck reconfiguration. The 2010 update added new carpet, new red booths, and light-up signs stating, "Your pizza made fresh," and garden fresh salads above the order counter and salad bar. Other than that, everything else was the same. As expected, they still had the Avenger Chuck walk-around and the animatronic in Avenger attire. Something pretty cool is that they kept the Chuck E. photo ride with his red vest. They actually kept this until 2014. Around September 2013, they received the Rockstar walk-around and removed the cap of the animatronic. Pretty early for this to happen. Throughout the late 2010s, this location would stay exactly the same. However, this is finally when we start getting footage of the store. The earliest footage of the store I can find is from August 2020, showing the animatronic, which is in good condition. This was a very underrated store. And no, I'm not just being biased because this is my local. Or maybe I am. As you can see, he's still in Avenger attire without the hat. That same month, we get a store tour, giving us a good look at some of the games. Some of the games included the Sketchbook, Big Bass Wheel, Chuck E. Rubble Bubble, and the SpongeBob game. Of course, this isn't all the games they had, just a few notable ones. Here's a little look at some of the other games. We can also see that the sky tubes have been removed by this point. A video from December 3rd of 2022 gives us our last look at the location before it remodeled, showing us they got a new game package and the animatronic got decorated for Christmas. In late 2023, this location would start its 2.0 remodel, getting a new exterior, new decor, and removing the animatronic for a dance floor and video wall. And sometime in 2024, they would receive the trampoline zone and a new game package. And that's pretty much it. That's the history of the Chuck E. Cheese in Waldorf, Maryland. Kinda sad there wasn't more to talk about considering they had the first ever one stage. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next video, which will be on the Hagerstown, Maryland location.